What's going on, everybody? I'm here with episode 3 of Read. Now, really quickly, I know you guys are probably wondering what the fuck happened with episode 2, chapter 2. Unfortunately, something messed up with my computer. I don't know if it's because it's a Mac running Opera is a little bit different, and that's maybe why, but I've never had the issue where syncing tabs from one computer to my phone, to my other computer, has now been an issue the last few weeks since I updated Opera, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but I'm going to try and find a story so I can continue it, but if I can't, because again, these do change a lot, like really quickly, stories are added to Opera, to Reddit, so if I'm not able to find it, I'm sorry. I'll try my best to go through the history, but yeah. So without further ado, let's get into this. So this is chapter 1 of My Sister Might Be Trying to Kill Me. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm scared. Let's get some background information. I've been a member on No Sleep since, forever. I've never bothered posting because, well, a lot of people say girls on Reddit is weird. Also because my internet isn't the best here in Russia. That's all I will provide regarding my location for, of course, privacy reasons. Speaks really good English. Maybe they just moved to Russia. I don't know. Maybe they're not even Russian. I don't know. I have a Russian friend that moved to Japan. So, yeah, figure that one out. I don't know how he speaks Japanese, but he gets around. This will sorry guys. This will help you as I tell you my story as you progress reading. I absolutely love flowers. It's my passion to decorate them. And as boring as that sounds, it's actually time-consuming and interesting. They call us florists, but I call flower lovers. It's cute. Us is my sister and I. We've grown up very different, more so opposites. My mother cherished my sister, and my father cherished me. Of course, they both loved us tons, but favorites. Soon enough, my dad and mom separated. It crushed us, really. I went with my dad, and my sister went with mom. So I don't have to keep repeating my sister. Let's call her Karia. Oh, is that Carla? Sorry, I thought there was an I. About 2 years later, we got the fatal news that my mom died. That's when things got blurry. I can only remember my dad panicking and calling the police. That isn't the worst part. I was basically bawling my eyes out at the funeral. Majority was, even my dad. However, during the speeches in the ceremony, I looked to Carla and realized she had the slightest grin. It can only be told from a side angle. Shoot. Sorry, guys. No, what did I just do? Fuck. Sorry, guys. I accidentally went to back page. It can only be told from a side angle. It was that difficult to tell. This happened when I was 13 and she was 15. It's been 3 years since that, and things have only gotten worse. Dad has started going to jail more often from picking fights with people who barely touched him. This time, he's staying there for a while. We're in a shelter in my aunt's house. She's pretty nice. Aunt Jessie is short and honestly does not seem very reliable if something bad happened. Anyways, Aunt Jessie let Carla and I decorate the house with flowers, which was actually quite kind of her. The thing is, let's get to the point quickly. I think my sister's trying to kill me in some way. I won't figure out. Ever since a few days ago, I've been feeling drowsy as hell when I get near flowers, which is basically all around the house. Aunt Jessie suggested we go to the doctor. And making my dumb move, I said I can brush it off. It's nothing. Despite wanting to go to sleep, I couldn't. Something was keeping me up. And hell, if I know what it was. Soon enough, I'd say 2 hours, I heard footsteps approaching my room. I thought it was Aunt Jessie. And if she saw me awake, she might ask me if I needed anything. I decided to pretend to sleep. I opened my eyes slightly so she wouldn't see. Instead, I saw Carla. She was tiptoeing near my bed with some sort of silver object. It was thin, like really thin. I couldn't make it out for a while, but it appeared to be a syringe. I was scared the hell out of. Sorry, it scared the hell out of me. I can't even believe what her response was. I was giving you something so you can heal. Now that's not the only part. The syringe was full of this green appearing to be sticky substance. Aunt Jessie immediately came in and asked what was going on. There didn't need to be an answer. After seeing what was in Carla's hand, she jetted to her and snatched it, after what seemed an hour of questioning Carla. Aunt Jessie went to bed after confiscating the syringe. I didn't get any sleep that night. I'm currently typing this on my old Dell laptop, hoping it won't randomly shut down on me. It's 12:24. I think I'm hallucinating. Please give me suggestions on what to do. So I'm going to go actually ahead and read chapter 2 because this is a very short one. So I'm assuming chapter 2 will have a little bit more of an in-depth story. So yeah, not really. So Carla was left home. Sorry, guys. Did I skip? Yes, I did. Thank you all so much for the support and suggestions. I've decided to go over my decisions, and as you all suggested, take the syringe to the hospital with Aunt Jessie. Ah, God. I wish I had good news to tell you all. But it seems that the exact opposite. Except something might be going on, clearly. Carla was left home with Aunt Jessie's husband, Joshua, Uncle Jay, I call him. He's a really nice guy. He always makes us first priority, which is actually not that bad. The car drive to the hospital was long. Aunt Jess and Uncle Jay aren't really in the city part of Russia. As they call it in America, outskirts. There's maybe 2 or 3 neighbors, but that's it. After dozing off from not getting enough sleep the night before, Aunt Jessie slightly tapped me, motioning her hand, pointing to the hospital. As we entered, there was a rush of hot air. This being the only close hospital, of course, it's crowded like hell. There were no open spots to sit, and I could barely hear my own voice over the chaos. After waiting for what seemed like an eternity, the receptionist called us up, leading us to the designated location. Sorry, guys. The room was full of unusual stench, of this unusual stench. It smelled like rotten food. As we progressed, the lady at the front desk closed the door on us, and another man appeared in front. As we told him the story, he didn't seem very interested. All he said was, "Show me the syringe." As Aunt Jessie looked through her bag for the syringe, a look of shock overwhelmed her. I was hella nervous. As she proceeded to crumple up her useless receipts, this woman stared me in the eye and whispered, "It's not there." At this point, I was panicking. The man who we call Dr. Gerald was growing impatient. I'm not sure if this was meant to be for him. No offense. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if this job was meant to be for him, but he exploded and kicked us out. Complained about wasting his time. Of course, I agreed with him. Aunt Jess and I came all the way here to find out the syringe wasn't even in her bag. Why wouldn't you? Sorry, really quick. Why wouldn't you have checked beforehand? But I'm assuming they're going to talk about that later. As we walked out, the receptionist suggested that we do some research, and she apologized for Dr. G's behavior. The ride home was questioning where the syringe was. There's only one assumption I had in mind. Carla took it. I remember right before we were about to leave, she was saying goodbye to us. However, Aunt Jessie had to use the bathroom really quick and left her purse on the table. That's when I started getting into the car, so I had no clue. What the freak just happened? Sorry, I had no clue what happened. I'm not going to lie. It was a dumb mistake to do. Aunt Jessie usually never gets mad, but she slams the door of the car and power walked to the door. As soon as I caught up, she was already setting herself into the house, calling for Uncle Jay and Carla. The stairs creaked as we walked up them. Hearing no reply, we were nervous, opening all of the doors. We found no one, nothing, nada. At this point, I was getting scared. After a few minutes of silence, I heard a noise coming from my bedroom. Oh, yes, I forgot to look there. I slightly cracked open the door, peeking inside. God damn, I think I almost had a heart attack. Carla was sitting on my bed, humming, and what seemed to be talking to someone. I moved the door a little more, trying to see who she was talking to, then I heard crying. What I saw? Nothing. But a chair. The crying. It was a little kid's cry. Trying to look more. My sister caught sight of me and started walking to the door. I immediately fixed myself up. As I called Aunt Jessie, something was off. Carla was smiling, but it wasn't her usual smile. After Aunt Jay talked to Carla for a while about the syringe, she officially claimed that the syringe was dropped somewhere, or she forgot it somewhere in the house. Now, I love Aunt Jessie. She's super sweet, but the way she slid off the case. Searching all over the house didn't help either. In the end, we found old pennies and chewed up gum. Light sleeper. Sorry, guys. Calling it a day, we all went to bed. I thought that would be the last of it until the middle of the night. Now, I'm a light sleeper. I can wake up to the sound of anything, including a human's breathing. Hearing it, I slightly opened my eyes and saw my sister, Carla, right in front of my face, eyes wide open, and her mouth curling up to a smile. The night was a blur, but if I can recall correctly, she said, "Oh, I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get every last of you." Hear that? Then she disappeared. It's embarrassing to say this, but I don't think I really care anymore right now. But I felt a liquid from under my covers. Yes, you guessed it. I peed my pants. I couldn't even scream at that moment until I made... What the fuck? Until I made out a hoarse call for help. Great thing that Aunt Jessie is also a light sleeper, because she came running over. It's currently breakfast time, and sorry guys, this fucking thing makes no sense. And after I told my aunt the story and Carla, what the fuck? They just stared at me in awe. Apparently, Carla had been in her bedroom all along. Everything is so jumbled right now. Uncle Jay is out on his interview for his factory worker. I just don't know what to do anymore. Somebody please find me a way out of this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. I honestly, I apologize that I'm fumbling my words. The English they're using is really broken. So when I try to come up with like an alternative word or phrase or whatever, it's not always easy off the top of my head. But yeah, definitely if you guys like this one, I'm a little bit skeptical to be honest with you guys. It does sound very true, but there's something about it that just hints to me that it may be like bullshit. At the end of the day, even if it's fake, I don't care. At the end of it, like I'm just here to read the stories because I like it, and for you guys. Nonetheless, I definitely do want to do more of these. I want you guys to know if you guys would want me to do 30 to 45 minute long episodes, because I will definitely do that. I will try it for episode 3, chapter 3, and I will do to the end of the story if there's multiple chapters, or I will do one whole story from chapter 1 to the last chapter. Sorry, so that way I can kind of see where you guys are going to go on it with the longer episodes. But until next time, guys, thanks for listening. Rate, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, stay spooky, and peace out.